Yes, so this is our fourth YouTube task, YouTube video task of public speaking and persuasion class. So this task will be about was about watching two videos, one of Steve Jobs and another of Martin Luther King, and analyze some key points, main ideas, specific purposes, how they started their speeches, how they ended it. So I will start with the first one of Steve Jobs. So this speech was on 2005 in the Stanford commencement ceremony. And what I really captured in the first glance that the joke he made, the simple joke, I wouldn't say a joke, but it was kind of um, like to make a to grab the focus of the audience to himself. He made the joke that he came as a guest to the Stanford commencement ceremony, and this was the closest one in his entire life for the graduation. And then he started the key points that for example, he divided his speech into three parts, three main points, the three parts that he talked. And in the first one, for example, he talked about, for example, his family issues, the adoption, and then switched to the main part that uh, he uh, was uh, he was in the very high level in the very great university, Reed College, if I remember correctly, and he said that uh, I was spending all my adopted families' savings on the tuition fee, and I really understood that it doesn't work. So I changed it. Yes, I changed my mind and I dropped out of the college and started to learn calligraphy. And it is kind of a motivation for the students who graduate that they can pursue their career, they can make dramatic changes. They shouldn't be afraid of making the dramatic changes. So if they feel this is the right moment to do it, they can do it and they can succeed if they really believe in what they do. So he really connected with the audience because he knew that his audience is the graduates from the Stanford College, very successful people, potentially successful people, because Stanford University is one of the top universities not only in America but globally. And he knew that he can make some advice to them, which will be beneficial for them. And then he made his switch to the second point, which was yes, from the drop from Apple company that he started with Steve Wozniak in his 20s in the garage, that he connected with the audience that we started from the zero, from the ground, and in 10 years they made 2 billion in revenue, and it was like very successful business. But then he had to again drop out from the Apple, which he started himself. He explained why he did that, and he was simply, let's say, fired from the company that he started in his own. And then he explained again that no matter, like in the first glance, let's say, it might seem that okay, it is very it is very bad situation, let's say, not very good situation, and he's in the condition where he might be mentally broken because he put very much of his life, 10 years of his life to this company, and then he was just kicked out of the company, which he started himself. He was co-founder of the Apple. And then what he did, he created Next startup and Pixar. They in with Pixar animation, they were the most successful animation organization company. And then the life came in a way that Apple bought Next, if I remember correctly, yes. And then he had to work with Apple again. It's kind of a interesting situation there that he showed with, okay, you might have in your professional career, why he said that he doesn't show up himself in the ceremony for the graduates. He just wants to explicitly show that this might happen to you. You can be fired, you can be kicked out of the company, but it is not the end of your life. You can still find a way to come back even stronger and bounce back even uh, stronger, let's say. And then he shifted to the third one, and he talked about his about the cancer that occurred in his body, and then hopefully it was solved. And he showed that he showed the fear of death, and that uh, he showed mainly to for the graduates to see that there is an ending in the life, and it will come someday. But what we have to do, we have to live our life beneficially to not for just ourselves, but for the sake of the humanity, for the sake of the mankind, let's say. And then yes, particularly this, and in the ending, he again, I would say, uh, again, that part was in the beginning and at the end. They are very crucial because people remember the ending and mainly the beginning. Most people remember that. And then he also in the ending he mentioned some situation about with the motto on the motto about stay hungry, stay foolish, which is kind of again to connect with the audience and to be memorized with this motto, let's say. And then he ended his speech. And I would say it was very impactful speech for myself, even watching it from the YouTube. And I would say it will be very productive speech for the ones who actually seated in this graduation ceremony. And the another video was about the Luther King, and he was talking about the slavery, about his hopes, that this very famous "I have a dream" quote. And he explicitly he connects again with his audience to show that he knows who is his audience, the people, the Afro-American people, and he knows how to connect with them, how to morally connect with them. And so he when he says his words, "I have a dream" and something, "I have a dream" and something, he uh, like the volume of his voice rises up, and people start to feel the impact of it. And he talks about the um potential, his hopes about the potential freedom of the Afro-American people and how they can live in a equal world. And that emotional parts was, I would say, the main uh, thing in this video, that he emotionally impacted his audience. And yes, that was the analysis of the Force YouTube video.